Hi, welcome to Miss Rain. I'm so excited to be in your ears today. Have you ever caught yourself saying yes when every part of you wanted to say no? Or laughing along when deep down your heart was breaking? No one really tells us this, but the truth is, those little moments when we shrink ourselves, when we give away our voice, they add up. And one day we wake up and realize we've been living small. If that sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Because today I want to give you full permission not just to dream bigger, but to take your space back. I'll be honest with you, I've had those moments too. Times where I held back my words because I didn't want to upset anyone, and times where I minimized my needs, thinking it would make me more lovable. And yet, the opposite happened. I felt drained, invisible, and disconnected from myself. And I know I'm not alone. I'm guessing you felt this too, in your own way. That's why I wanted to dedicate a whole conversation to this, because once you start noticing the ways you've been shrinking yourself, you can also start reclaiming your power. Here is something fascinating. Neuroscience shows that asserting yourself doesn't just feel good in the moment. It actually rewires your brain when you stand tall, speak your truth, or simply express an opinion with confidence. You activate the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain responsible for decision making, courage, and self improvement. So every time you choose to take up space, even in small ways, you're literally training your brain to be stronger, braver, and more confident. It's not just an emotional shift, it's a biological one. But I want to ground this in real life as well. I once worked with a woman who was really brilliant at her job, but in meetings, she would almost whisper her ideas. She told me later she was terrified of being too much or of others thinking she was arrogant. After some work, she started practicing one simple shift. Instead of waiting to be asked, she'd offer her idea first. Within months, not only did her boss take notice, she was invited to lead a project she'd been secretly hoping for. What changed wasn't her competence, it was her willingness to take up space. Another client shared how in her relationship she always said yes to plans, even when she was exhausted, because she didn't want to disappoint her partner. Over time, resentment built up. When she finally practiced saying no gently but firmly, something unexpected happened. Her partner respected her more, and she began to feel more alive in the relationship. Maybe you are listening right now and recognizing yourself in one of these stories. So let me ask you, where in your life are you still shrinking yourself? What would shift if you gave yourself permission to be seen and heard? And what's one small action you could take this week to step into more of your power? You can use these questions for journaling or simply reflect on them. I want you to imagine how different your life could feel 6 months from now if you stopped minimizing yourself, not overnight, but with one small choice at a time. Taking up space doesn't always mean shouting from a rooftop or making grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as saying no without explaining yourself. Sitting with good posture in a room where you once slouched. Speaking your opinion in a meeting, even if your voice shakes. Allowing yourself to want more joy, more love, more freedom without guilt. These micro moments add up and they tell your nervous system, I belong here. I deserve to exist fully. So, if you've been waiting for a permission slip, here it is. You do not need to shrink yourself to be loved, accepted, or respected. You do not need to laugh when your heart is breaking, or nod when your soul wants to scream. You are allowed to take up space in your relationships, in your work, in your dreams, in your life. And remember, every time you do, you're not only honoring yourself, you're literally rewiring your brain to become stronger and braver. So today, stand a little taller, say the thing you've been holding back, and let yourself be fully seen. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love to hear your reflections. Share it with a friend who might need the reminder, or tag me on Instagram so I know what landed for you. Until next time, stay graceful, stay powerful, and always wear your crown.